First, big thank you to RT Ryback and the Minneapolis Foundation. We have been partnering with them on a slew of different endeavors, from police community relations to social justice to, yes, now climate change. Also, thank you to McKnight as well, because this, I know, is going to be a program that'll yield benefits. And here's why. You know, we often talk about climate change happening at the national and international level, but it has a massive impact on local governments right now. I don't know if any of the panelists mentions this to you, but Minneapolis is the city that is second most impacted by climate change in the country right now. So first, I believe, is New Orleans. Second is Minneapolis. Third is also in Minnesota. It's Mankato. And so in the coming years, in the coming decades, the impact of climate change is going to be felt locally. It's going to be felt locally in terms of the cross sections that we have between poverty and pollution, the carbon output that we see related to each one of our respective industries and businesses. It's going to be really felt locally in terms of the pocketbook as well, because I don't know if I know RT knows, but this is the cost of putting in all new sewers is really expensive. The cost of accounting for rain flow patterns and how and when they're going to fall, and the fact that, we could have all of the snow melting, not just in 1 month, but now in 1 day, that has a big difference. And when you have these fluctuating weather patterns, the cost to our infrastructure is incredible. And so we need to be acting at the international level. We need to be acting at the national level. But we also need to be acting right here at the local level. And that's why this Climate Action Fund is so critical, because we've got, you always hear about the public-private partnership, but, it sounds cliche. I say it so many times per day, but it works, with the city invested, with the Minneapolis Foundation and McKnight invested, and, with everyone and businesses who care about attacking this head on, to find the climate leaders of next generation and help them kind of get going with a great idea, to become an entrepreneur, to run with something really great right now. That's what this is enabling us to do. And yes, it is in fact happening right now. It's even in fact happening a little bit early. And I'll tell you just a 5-second story about what happened literally 15 minutes ago before I headed over. I was in another meeting at City Hall, having nothing to do with this at all, and I get a knock on the door, and the guy that usually escorts me out and says you got to run to the next thing. He comes in, he says climate change is running early, and that's all he said. And I'm thinking to myself, well, yeah, I'm aware of that, but why did you just interrupt this meeting that we were having? What he meant to say was, of course, the event that I was about to go to dealing with climate change was running early, so I needed to get it out of that office as quickly as possible and over to the Nicollet Island Pavilion. But this is happening. It's happening now. Your work and this action fund, it really matters. So invest. Please take part in it, because at the end of the day, this is all of our futures. Thank you so much. Keep up the great work.